All right, so I just got back from seeing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It's actually been a couple of hours since I've seen it. I mean, I didn't really feel super inspired to just jump in and make this video. I wanted to kind of let things marinate a little bit for me. But my initial thoughts are this: like, this is a above average movie. I think that the 79, mid 70s, maybe low 80s is actually a pretty good score for this. This is a solid Marvel movie. It's a fun movie to watch. I had a blast. I enjoyed watching all the special effects. The acting was outstanding. Elizabeth Olsen, she was phenomenal as Scarlet Witch and Wanda in this movie. I honestly, like I said, she's by far becoming my favorite character, if not already my favorite character in the MCU. Doctor Strange was great as always. America Chavez, I'm going on the list. Every single actor and actress in this movie was absolutely phenomenal. The special effects were phenomenal. Just the movie itself just was overall a solid viewing experience. Did it meet my overall expectations of this being my most anticipated movie of the year? Not so much, in my opinion. And I think a lot of that had to do with the marketing. The marketing was very similar to Batman v Superman. I didn't watch a lot of the stuff. I learned a lot of lessons from Batman v Superman not to watch a lot of the TV spots, the trailers, and various things like that. I think I only watched the two main trailers. But it felt like we had way too much spoiled for us for this movie because personally, like, we did get some additional things. There's some revelations and things of that nature. Of course, it's just the nature of film. But I was like, man, some of the really cool epic moments were already spoiled for us in the trailer, in my opinion. Like, it would have been a lot cooler to see the Illuminati stuff without actually seeing it in the trailer, because I can go on about that for a while, and I'm going to go in more in depth on the Illuminati stuff because I had a lot of issues with that scene. Even though it was really cool and epic, I still have a ton of issues with that scene in this movie. I just overall did not like that particular moment in the film. It was cool, but it was fan service at its best, but it didn't work for me overall. But in general, the movie itself flowed really well. I liked the pace of the movie. It was fast, like right from the get-go. We jump in. There's no setup. It's like, boom, we're already jumping from multiverse to multiverse. We're just going, right? And immediately Wanda establishes herself as the villain in this movie, which I really liked. She was a phenomenal villain for this movie because it's already being pretty heavily emphasized. But yes, she's immediately the villain in this movie. But overall, like I said, my biggest gripe with the film is that I just don't know where we're going. Like, after Spider-Man No Way Home, we had a clear direction, I felt like. We're going right into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and Doctor Strange is going to be the movie to open things up, kind of introduce us to the multiverse, and it did. I'm not saying it didn't, but after this movie, like, I was expecting to have some sort of, like, clear direction, or at least, like, a couple of different directions. I was like, okay, we can go this way, we can go this way, but after this movie, I'm left with more, I guess, not disappointment. I'm not going to go that far, but I was like, man, I just don't understand what they're trying to do. And I really hope that, I guess, the future movies kind of set that up, because the end credit scenes certainly didn't set for me anything up. They were pointless to watch. The first one is the only one you need to watch. Don't worry about the second one unless you want to see a joke from a previous Sam Raimi movie. But one of the more interesting choices that they made in this movie was they definitely took this in a much darker direction than I was expecting. There was humor there, some funny moments. I mean, Doctor Strange was his normal, I guess, sarcastic self, and that was funny at times, but I didn't find myself laughing at those moments where it was supposed to be a funny joke, right? It was just kind of like, that's amusing, I guess. But the movie was way more serious in nature, very dark tone, there's a lot of violence in there, a lot of people dying. There's a huge body count in this movie. I was actually surprised. I was like, there's people dying left and right, main characters, just various things like that. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about, but this is just insane how many people are dying on screen. I'm like, man, it's just like every 10 minutes it feels like we're seeing somebody die off. But anyways, like I said, this movie is a solid movie. I give it overall a 6.5 or a 7 out of 10. It's definitely a fun movie to watch. I highly suggest you watch this in theaters if you can see it in 3D. If you like 3D, this is definitely one of those movies you gotta see in that type of format. But overall, temper your expectations. The cameos are cool, the various things you get in this movie are cool, but overall, this is just a really fun film to watch. And like I said, it's an average movie experience. But anyways, if you've seen this movie, what are your thoughts? What did you think about this movie? Did you like it more than I did? Do you think it was an exceptional movie experience? Did you absolutely hate the movie? Let me know down in the comments below. But all right, that's it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.